Paul Smith College is located in the heart of the Adirondack Mountains in upstate New York, not far from the two-time Olympic Village of Lake Placid. It is situated on a 14,000-acre campus and has multiple educational programs such as environmental science and forestry. It has created a Troops to Timber project whose goal is to educate transitioning soldiers on the opportunities at Paul Smith College and programs available to veterans. Its coordinator, Jim Hayner, provides an overview.
Troops to Timber is an initiative that's put on by Workforce Development Institute. We take transitioning veterans from any branch of the service and we bring them into Paul Smith's and we show them what we have to offer at the college and also with the School of Logging. The School of Logging gives you a month of training on all logging practices from hand felling to feller buncher operation. And we love to have veterans show up for these events because there's no better workforce than the veteran workforce. To have veterans come and give their time and dedication, that's what this is all about, the Troops to Timber initiative.
Paul Smith College was originally a hotel in the 1860s with a tourism theme, and needless to say, the forestry procedure and practice then was different than today. Then horses and hand tools played a major role in the logging industry. And to give us a little history on horses and logging, let's go to our expert on the Paul Smith College campus, Sarah Dowdery.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Paul Smith College Horse Barn. My name's Sarah Doherty and I'm the barn manager here. Behind me, you can see we have two Haflinger horses named Dana and Dodge, and they are some of the prize pieces here at Paul Smith College. Historically, the college was known as a hotel, and back in that day, we didn't have tractors and skidders. So today we're going to talk a little bit about horses and hand tools and how they still have a modern application today. Horses and hand tools are still used in our forestry department with our students to showcase how horses can not only be used in small woodlot management, but also in wilderness areas that do not allow motorized vehicles to accomplish certain jobs. Horses, as well as oxen, provide draft animal power in small wilderness areas and woodlots, similar to a tractor or skidder. They just are a more sustainable option in our opinion. At our college, we use these horses to showcase how students can have an alternative energy source if they don't want to go the petroleum route. So when working with horses and hand tools, we have a variety of tools that we use to help the horses move logs out of the woodlot. Some of the tools that you see here today have been used for hundreds of years. This one in front of me is called a single tree, and this would be a tool that you would see hitched behind one horse instead of two. This hook would be used to connect to a chain, which would later connect to the log, allowing the horse to pull the log from the woodlot. If we wanted a little more horsepower, we would come on over to our second tool here, which is called a double tree. The double tree, very similar to the single tree, is still the implement that allows the horses to pull the log. This just allows two horses to work together to pull the log instead of one. Similar to the single tree, we also have a hitching point, and this hitching point would be where we would connect choker chains. Those choker chains wrap around different logs at different sizes and essentially acts as one sliding motion when we're bringing the logs out of the woods. A few other tools that we have to help us remove logs with horses is our log grab. As you can see, it has a biting force. And so this biting force allows us to clamp onto the log and for the horse to twist it and pull. And last but not least is my favorite tool. Many people think jingle bells are just for fun, but here at Paul Smith's you'll learn that jingle bells are actually a forestry tool. Back in the day, when horses were logging, the people who were using the saws and the axes might not be able to hear the horses coming because of how silent they are. So foresters would put jingle bells similar to these on their horses so that the foresters would know when the team of horses was coming into the woodlot so they wouldn't accidentally drop a tree and hurt the horses or hurt the forester. All of these tools we use in conjunction with our two beautiful Haflingers to accomplish sustainable woodlot management here at Paul Smith College. Hey, Dodge. Hey, buddy. So now that we've talked about the horse tools that we would use when logging with Dana and Dodge, let's talk about the team. Dodge here is a 10-year-old half-linger, and he has been trained to log. Logging ponies differ than other horses for several different reasons. The first characteristic that we're seeing him exhibit right now is being nice and calm and quiet and having a great disposition. That's really important for a logging horse, is being willing to learn and cooperate with the teamster. The second thing we look for is being able to have physical stamina. Our horses are athletes, and so by giving wagon and sleigh rides, our horses are able to build muscle so that when we bring them into the woodlot, they're able to pull those very heavy log loads that we ask them. The last thing that makes Dodge a little different than other horses is he's trained not only to drive with a bit in his mouth, but to listen to voice commands. Our horses are trained both to these different driving techniques in order to provide the most safest and efficient way of logging in small diversified woodlots like we have here at Paul Smith College. Thank you so much for joining us today at the Paul Smith College Horse Barn. We hope you learned something new. Thank you also to the Workforce Development Institute for supporting this, and also to Paul Smith College for having us and hosting us today. Enjoy the day and keep horsing around.